Today, we're talking about flood map changes happening in January in Putnam County, Georgia. And it's been several years since flood map changes have happened here in Putnam County. And these are big impacts that could impact 5 to 10% of the total properties in the county. So you want to listen up very closely if you live in Putnam County. Today we're talking about these flood map changes happening towards the end of January. We're going to be talking about what are the flood insurance options? Can you fight it? What do all these zones mean? So first of all, let's talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. These are all the different flood zones. The good are properties that are being moved back into low risk area. The bad might be areas that are just kind of staying the same in that high risk area. They may be going from a flood zone A to an AE. And then you got the ugly. These are properties that might be going from a low risk to a high risk, like you can see right here behind me. So these are all the different changes that happen when these flood map changes. So what are the flood insurance options available when this happens? Well, remember, you've got the National Flood Insurance Program, you've got private flood insurance. Now, it's important to understand that these two options are not the same. Pricing is different in many situations. Wait periods could possibly be different. You may have a longer wait period with a private company compared to the National Flood Insurance Program with their newly mapped rates. And also remember that in Georgia, you have more than 30 different flood insurance options when it comes to private flood insurance. In Georgia, you have admitted and non-admitted. It's understanding the difference in these two and how you can appeal a claim when a claim happens, how they may be capped on certain rate increases, like the National Flood Insurance Program, who can only increase rates up to 18% per year. So these are all things to know. So can you fight these changes when these happen? You absolutely can. We help people every day with this. It's called a letter of map amendment or flood zone change. And this is where you go from being in a high-risk flood zone to maybe a lower risk flood zone. Does this mean you don't need flood insurance? Absolutely not. It just means maybe it can help you increase your property value and that it's not going to be required. Could also mean that you get lower premiums because you can sell the elevation of your property is higher. We see this in many situations. So really what it can do is help your risk equal your premium. But remember, flood maps really have no impact on the actual rates of flood insurance in most situations. So if you're ready to take the next steps to getting flood insurance in place or fighting these changes, then it's 3 simple steps. Step 1, fill out the form. Step 2, receive customized flood insurance proposals from us. And step 3, pick the plan that best fits your need. Remember, everyone's in a flood zone. It's just a matter of how long it takes water to get to you. Thank you.